Shalom. Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there on the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and truth. And in this particular lesson, I want to go into the word seed and how the Lord made a promise pertaining to the children of Israel, the seed of Israel, to bring unto them salvation. And that's the purpose of the gospel. The purpose of the gospel, the purpose of the Messiah, is to fulfill the promises which were made unto a particular seed of people, which translate into your modern day terminology as a particular race of people. And a lot of you think that race is a physical characteristic, but it's not. All right. Indeed, people who are of the same seed or race in general tend to share very similar physical characteristics. However, you don't have to share the same physical characteristics to be of the same seed. Okay, so a lot of you think black is a race or white is a race. No, that's not what a race is. A race is a lineage. And everyone that is from the same lineage, who shares the same lineage, is of that race. So anyone on this planet who is a descendant by father of the man that was deemed to be Jacob, Israel, is of the seed of Israel, regardless of what they may look like. Even though we know that the Israelites, the archetype of the children of Israel, is a people of color. All right. And that goes for any other seed line that is spoken of in these holy scriptures. Because there are many seeds which are spoken of in these holy scriptures, and Israel is one of them. So let's get this first scripture here. 1 Chronicles 16:13. It says, O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. So you gotta understand, it said the seed of Israel, his servant, ye children, sons of Jacob, his chosen ones. So the Lord has a chosen seed. All right, he has a chosen people, a people who he made nigh unto himself, a race of people, which is the race of Israel. All right, who are his people. All right. Again, Ezra 9:2 says, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves, for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass. Now, what it mean, mingle themselves? Meaning they basically didn't put no difference between themselves and the other nations, man. So they were intermarrying and living amongst each other. Now, it speaks of what? The holy seed. Another word you could put in there is race or nation. All right? Or generation. The holy seed. So there is a holy seed. There's a holy people. There's a holy race of people, which is the children of Israel. The Bible is a very racially charged book. All right? Now, I say that because there's plenty of scriptures speaking about the seed. Psalms 22:23. Ye that fear the Lord, praise him. All ye seed of Jacob, glorify him and fear him, all ye seed of Israel. So here it is, the Most High specifically speaking in this verse to the seed of Jacob. All right, the Bible deals with race. It deals. The Lord have oftentimes spoken particularly of various races, including Israel. All right, let's see if we can pull out some more of these. Psalms 105:6. O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen. All right, because this chosen seed of Abraham was Isaac, and unto Jacob, and Jacob unto his 12 sons, and thereon and thereon. All right, this is biblical facts. Okay, all right. Let's see. So as you can see, the scriptures is always speaking about seeds, okay? Isaiah 41:8, but thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Now notice he's not mentioning Ishmael, because Ishmael was of the seed of Abraham, but he wasn't of the chosen seed. His lineage wasn't chosen. The chosen lineage goes through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. Now, I say all that because I want to bring out the book of Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, in regards to salvation. All right. Jeremiah 30:10 says, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, okay, saith the Lord Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar. So the salvation that was prophesied is prophesied to what? To Israel, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. So we see here that the salvation was promised unto a particular seed, which is the seed of Israel. All right? And you people out there have got to deal with that. Now, let me say this. Just because you are of Abraham's seed doesn't mean that therefore then that you are going to be saved when the Messiah comes from death and destruction. All right? Because why? Only a remnant of the seed of Jacob is going to be preserved, which that represents the elect. And that's why the Lord made the statement he made in John the 8th chapter towards the wicked scribes and Pharisees. Okay? Because they thought their boast was in the fact that they were of the seed of Abraham. They were Israelites. But it goes deeper than that. Yes, the Lord is going to save the seed of Israel. But in terms of directly, really the Lord is directly saving an elect out of the seed of Israel. But that then therefore preserves the seed forever. And so the other Israelites that don't make it on this side are going to come back on the other side as the seed of the elect. That's how it works. Okay. So that's why it's John 8:36 says, and 37 says, I know that ye are Abraham's seed, but ye seek to kill me, because my word hath no place in you. All right. In fact, let me get one, because they were boasting in Abraham being their father, because they were like, hey, Abraham is our father. You know what I'm saying? They were boasting in that, which, you know, it's a blessed thing to have Abraham. There we go. It's a blessed thing. Let me start from 33. It says, they answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, ye shall be made free? Yahweh shall answer them, very, very, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin. And the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the Son abideth ever. If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed. I know that ye are Abraham's seed, but ye seek to kill me, because my word hath no place in you. I speak that which I have seen with my father, and ye do that which ye have seen with your father. They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father, which they were right. All Israelites, technically, according to the flesh, Abraham is our father. Yahweh shall say unto them, if you were Abraham's children, ye would do the works of Abraham. So basically, what we're talking about here is a spirit. Now we're saying, but you ain't coming in the spirit of Abraham, because Abraham came in the spirit of faith. But they weren't coming in the spirit of faith. So even though they were physically of that chosen seed, they were of Abraham's seed, they weren't coming in the spirit of faith, which was ultimately going to be their downfall. But you see, the elect are going to come in that spirit, and that's why the elect are going to be delivered and saved. And thus it's going to be fulfilled that the Lord is going to save that seed through the elect. Okay? It says, but now ye seek to kill me, a man that have told you the truth, which I have heard of God. Did not Abraham. Ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication, we have one father, even God. Yahweh Shai said unto them, if God were your father, ye would love me, for I proceeded forth and came from God. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. And that proves that there ain't no such thing as the Trinity. Why do you not understand my speech, even because you cannot hear my word? Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. Which of you convinceth me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do ye not believe me? He that is of God heareth God's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because you are not of God. Okay, so what we have to understand is that they were of the right seed. They were of the seed of Abraham, which is promised salvation. But they weren't in the right spirit. Okay, they weren't in the spirit of Abraham's seed, because they didn't believe, and that was counted onto them as death, as condemnation. But that doesn't mean that salvation is for any other. Salvation is still for the seed of Israel. It's just that not all Israel are going to receive the truth and be saved on this side. Nevertheless, because there is an elect, a remnant of that seed is going to be saved. The key is of that seed, so that the promise is fulfilled. All right? So you got to understand that the race is important. That's the first step. You got to be an Israelite in order for the promises of salvation to apply to you. But then you have to be a special Israelite. You have to be an Israelite who is in the spirit of faith. All right? And that's what Galatians goes into. All right? Galatians 3:26 says, "For ye are all the children of God by faith in Yahushua Mashiach. For as many of you as have been baptized into the Messiah have put on the Messiah." And these were Israelites. These were Israelites that were scattered among the nations. But they were being adopted back again as sons through faith in Yahushua. They were being granted the right to be of that seed. Even though physically they were of that seed before, the Lord had rejected them because of sin. He said, "There is neither Jew nor Greek," right? Which is talking about Jew as in one that was born a part of the Roman province of Judea, who knew their heritage, nor Greek, which was a Hellenized Jew, a Jew that had forsook the ways of Israel and took upon them the lifestyles of the Greeks. There is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Yahushua Mashiach. Yeah, the whole nation. Okay, he's going to come back together in Yahushua. Man, woman, the whole family, everyone that is of the seed of Jacob. But it begins with an elect. It begins with an elect in Yahushua. And if ye be Yahushua's, then are ye Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. Because the promise was made to Abraham's seed, but we couldn't attain that promise because of the sin. Now through Yahushua, through faith in him, you receive what? Redemption of sin, which adopts you back to the Father, which brings you back near to the Father. That's the understanding. But whichever way you slice it, in order for you, okay, for Yahushua to be even dealing with you, because Yahushua came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, in order for Yahushua came to fulfill the promise of salvation, in order for that to be fulfilled, you would have to be of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? So that's why it's important to know you're an Israelite, because if you're not an Israelite, if you're not of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then the promise of salvation and the prophecy of salvation and the faith of salvation does not apply to you. Because you cannot be adopted as a son, because you never was a son in the first place. You cannot return to the Lord because you were never with the Lord in the first place. The Lord was never dealing with you. The Lord was always dealing with a particular seed. Deuteronomy 7:6. And that seed is the seed of Jacob. That seed fell away from the charge that was given unto them, and the Lord rejected them. He turned his back on them but said he would adopt them back. He would bring them back, pursuant to the book of Hosea, the 1st chapter. And he did bring them. He is bringing them back through his son Yahushua, through faith in him and the redemption of sins. And that's as simple as it gets, okay? All right? That's the understanding. So no, if you're not of the seed of Abraham physically, you cannot automatically become the seed of Abraham through any other means. No, you got to be of the seed, and then you have to be adopted back to the Lord through Yahushua by being in the spirit of faith and truth. All right? Being sanctified by the word. All right? I'm going to reiterate again. If you are not of the seed of Jacob according to the flesh, man, then you ain't got no part in the gospel, period. Point blank, period. Because it's just not for you, okay? It's only for Israelites. It's only for the seed to whom the salvation was promised. All right? So with that, I'm going to say shalom.